SOTUS Volume 1 Review. SOTUS, a tradition passed down in Thai universities, where upperclassmen impose discipline and wisdom upon incoming students. Seniority, order, tradition, unity, spirit. It's the start of a new university year, and in the engineering faculty, the upperclassmen have somewhat all the freshmen, that included the woman. Artit, designated the head hazer, is there to put the first year through the series of exacting trials and the aim. The early gear, a cogwheel, symbol of their faculty, but the instant Artit asks his first question, how many freshmen are here today? And no one is able to answer. He clashes with the only freshman brave or foolish enough to dare to respond. He is Kompop, and as far as Artit is concerned, his trouble, what more? Kompop recently declares in front of everyone that in order to get the gear, he make Artit his wife because they say partners share the property after all. Though good looking with no apparent regarding for his own safety, Kompop's the one who stands up for his fellow freshmen and takes the punishment. Artit doesn't hesitate to dole out. This is the first time a freshman has taken this sort of attitude with me. The head hazer of all people thinks Artit. It's like Kompop was never scared of me in the first place. But why? There is a reason, but Artit has remembered something that happened a while ago. The strict hazing regime continues, and Kompop continues to stand up for his fellow freshmen, especially when the physical training imposed on them is too harsh for some of the students to endure. This brings him into constant conflict with Artit, an ongoing battle of wills. There's a big contest coming up too, in which the campus Moon and Star are choosing for the year, and Kompop is determined to enter. There's also freshmen in enter faculty sports contest, and Kompop's in the basketball team. Oh, and there's also Mr. and Mrs. Popular. Everything, apart from team sports, being decided to student votes. Of course, Kompop confronts Artit and asks, if you win everything, what will you give us? And proceeds to suggest a bet. If I lose, I'll do whatever you say. So if I win, will you do what I ask? I'm pretty sure I'm at a disadvantage here. Artit grudgingly accepts, but how will Kompop and the engineering freshman fare? He sets himself a pretty difficult challenge. I have no idea how common or even accepted the practice of hazing is in Thai universities. I've always been under the impression that it's more of a US tradition, but as already said to go on in SOTUS is what novelist Bittersweet describes within their campus set their story. It looks as if it's part of university life, establishing a strict pecking order of third years, telling freshmen and women what to do from the moment they arrive and perpetuating a hierarchical tyranny. Tomoyuki read this list of distinctly unpleasant tastes in the mouth, and of course it makes us stubborn Kompop stand out as a hero against the bullying, repressive regime being imposed by Artit and his fellow third years. However, in spite of the initial bad impression that Artit and other third years make on the reader, Bittersweet drops hints that he might not be such an inflexible, hard-hearted man as he first appears to be. One of the more revealing scenes occurs in the cafeteria, where the two young men end up having to share a table because he's so busy. Artit, in spite of his choice of spicy food, and is making fun of Kompop's choice of omelette. He doesn't like spicy food. He's embarrassed when his order of pink milk Nomian appears, because of course, Kompop notices my carefully constructed persona is crumbling right in front of my eyes. Nevertheless, the two are getting to know each other better, but hints that there might be the possibility of them becoming friends. The little lovers are quite subtly embedded in the way their expressions are drawn when they're together in a few enigmatic exchanges. The slow bird is so slow, you could probably miss it if you were reading at speed. SOTUS is, I think, the first Thai BL manga to make it to an official paperback in English as well as digital release. It's based on novels by Bittersweet that debuted online in 2013 until 2014. There's currently something of a boom in Thai BL TV dramas, and the novels have already been made into a popular TV drama by 2016 to 2017. The art for this Japanese manga adaptation, which is accomplished and attractive in the conventional art style, not a criticism, just an observation. It's a Kate who seems to be working as a BL mangaka with her own titles, as well as producing Josie manga under the name Kei Shichiri. She must be really busy, seeing the number of titles she's brought out. SOTUS, the manga is ongoing at 3 volumes so far, and Universe will bring out the second volume in June. The translation is Laney Harvey, and deals with the different elements that come into play in the story, even the song lyrics that are sung at the Moon and the Star contest. There's a bonus story at the end of the volume, an attractive color illustration at the start, and a 4-comma cartoon at the inside of the back cover. The way the story unfolds in this first boy of SOTUS sometimes feels a little forced, but it might come from it being adapted to manga form from its origins as a novel. In spite of these awkward moments, it makes for an interesting read, but I hope you will develop a lasting relationship between the two main characters because otherwise there's not much to hold in attention. 7 out of 10.